What's going on, y'all? RJ here with CV Tech, and today I will be unboxing the LG Rebel 3. This is a new phone on Straight Talk Wireless, and I thought I'd pick this phone up, unbox it, try it out, and just show y'all the phone. So let's go ahead, look at some of the specs here. This has a 5-inch touchscreen display, Android 7.0 Nougat, 16 gigabytes of ROM, a 5 megapixel rear, and a 5 megapixel front facing camera. So open up the flap here, and of course, there is the device. There's some more specs down here. You have 7.0 Nougat, 5-inch display, talk time up to 12 hours, standby up to 8 days. It has 16 gigabytes of internal storage. It supports up to a 32 gigabyte SD card. Like I said, 5 megapixel camera in the front and rear. Has a 1.1 gigahertz quad core processor. So hoping for something a little bit more powerful in this phone here, but it is what it is. And it has Bluetooth 4.1 and all that cool stuff. Let's go ahead here and open the box. Now, on the back of this box here, of course, is all your activation guides and stuff like that. So we'll leave that there. Go ahead and pull out this plastic, take the phone out and put it to the side. And we'll see what comes in the box. Now in the box, you have the battery, of course, the back cover. You have the Straight Talk terms and conditions of service, the LG Rebel 3 manual there. And of course, you have your micro USB cable here, as well as your wall adapter there. Let's go ahead, put this back in the box, and look at the phone. Okay, so we got everything out here. Now, turn the phone around. You will see up here, of course, is your nano SIM card slot, micro SD card slot, and of course, the battery is 2500 milliamp hour battery. Go ahead and put it in there. Put it back on the rear cover. And we'll look around the device. Now back here, of course, is your camera, flash, your power button here, your rear speaker on the bottom. You have a micro USB charging port, headset jack, microphone. On the left is your volume rocker. On top, of course, is your secondary mic. On the front here, your receiver, front-facing camera. Let's go ahead and pull off this screen protector there. So of course, like I said, you have your front-facing camera, receiver, and all that stuff. LG branding down at the bottom. Let's go ahead and give this phone its first boot up. So we got LG there. Life's good, powered by Android. So looks like kind of one of those generic type phones. Just a lot of these phones look like this now and everything. So I'll go ahead and get this phone all set up, and I'll come back when it's finished. Okay, everyone, so we're all set up now and ready to go. Now, whenever I was first, setting this thing up and everything, I was sitting here really wondering why LG is still putting the 1.1 quad-core 210 processors in their phones in 2018. I mean, seriously, this phone here, when it first powered on, started feeling very choppy. Right now, it's kind of smoothed out some, as you can see there, but it did feel very choppy whenever I was first on this phone. So, yeah, we'll look around the phone a little bit here and see what we got going on. So anyway, you got your dialer here. So of course, typical dialer there. Nothing really special going on there. Going to your messages, and we will go ahead and look at the keyboard. So you got your standard LG keyboard there as well. All your emojis are here. So if you're looking for emojis, they're all right here. And it just feels, I don't know, it just feels very sluggish to me. I got your drop down here, of course. All that stuff there. You can also edit those. You got airplane mode, Wi-Fi, flashlight, all that stuff that you see on all of these phones. Now let's go ahead and go into the settings. So of course you got all this stuff here as well. You got advanced calling. So you got advanced call. You can turn on or off. HD voice right there. It's not enabled right now. I got call, tethering. You got sound, notifications. Of course you got display. So you got all those font type, font size, auto brightness, rotate screen, display size, knock on, knock off features, stuff like that. Home screen here. We will see if it's got a home and app drawer. And right now, this does not have that. It just has the actual regular home. So, of course, after activation and everything, it might actually get that as well. So, we'll try that and see as well. Now, out of here, down here to storage, you will see that 5.79 gigabytes out of 16 has been used. So you get 10.21 out of the box. So not too bad there. Now, memory-wise, this phone has 2 gigabytes of RAM. So it is nice to see 2 gigabytes of RAM and at least 16 gigabytes of ROM. But I believe that the 1.1 quad-core 210 is something that should have been left, a long time ago. in these phones. So go ahead here to About Phone and go ahead to Software. This phone does run Android 7.0 Nougat. So so there it is, 7.0 Nougat. Okay, so so that's really about it, really. I mean, basic phone. There's a lot of phones right now out here that are like this, that are designed like this. So it'd be nice if they would actually bring something new to the table and just kind of quit having these phones like this here. I mean, these phones here are good for like a secondary phone, or if you're buying like a first phone for a kid, something like that. But if you want something with a daily driver, then yeah, I mean, this is about as budget as you can get. So let's go to the camera for a quick minute here and look around. So it does have a 5 megapixel in the rear, 5 in the front. There is really no effects on here at all that I see. You swipe this way here to the front and rear cameras. Get your flash here, and you got your settings button up here. So I've got a 5 megapixel camera, like I made mention of. You can record in HD only, HDR mode, timer, cheese shutter. So very, very few settings here. Now, front facing camera, actually from right here, does not look too bad. It looks pretty solid. So, only time will tell there how the front camera is. Now, 5 in the front as well. You can only record in HD in the front. So, HD 720 in front and rear. So, yeah. See how fast it takes a picture? So, kind of slow. But, now this phone right here, was just released. I picked it up at Walmart for $69. Now, to me, this phone feels more like a phone that should cost like $40 all day long. Now, I mean that's just my personal opinion and what I think, but anyway, this is the LG Rebel 3 on Straight Talk Wireless. If this was helpful and informative, be sure to hit that like button. Any questions or comments you may have, leave it below, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I'd appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all in the next video.